Hi Pisces, this is Trudy of Virtual Tarot, and I am here to read for you in 2017. I decided to read in the kitchen because we're going to be cooking up some new stuff here for Virtual Tarot and for you this 2017. It's going to be really fun. We're going to do a school and we're going to teach you, and I'm going to teach you how to read the tarot. And you've been asking about it, and yes, it is coming in January. And so with that said, I would like to begin to read for you for love. And here we go. First card to come up for you is Temperance, Temperance reversed. This card came up for Capricorn, and this is a wait and see card. Again, I want to show you this card because if you're learning how to read, we will be working on the major arcana first. Now, Temperance has to do with the golden mean. Temperance has to do with staying in the middle. Temperance has to do with not forging ahead too quickly. It really has more to do with taking a stance, the position that you're in, moving forward by enhancing that position. And so there's no reason to make a physical move or to make a decision at this point. This is a time where you actually turn base metal into gold, where you take what it is that you have and you create something even more beautiful. And so with the tools at hand. And so if you are in a relationship, this means take what you have and put yourself in a position to enhance that relationship. And so that means moving toward the middle, no extreme behavior, no extreme moves. Quietude is necessary here, concentration and care. And so taking care of the relationship and not being hasty in any way. It also means do not go too far to the right or too far to the left. And so for you as a Piscean, you may enjoy, and some of you do, diving deep into your emotion. And I have to say, I have a Pisces moon, and so I understand that. Sometimes you want to just sort of dive deep and feel everything that there is to feel around you. So that would be moving too far to the left. Too far to the right would be too much in your head, too much conservatism, not able to move toward a compromise situation. And so you don't want to be too wishy-washy, and you don't want to be too stalwart. And that's what I'm hearing for you. Again, staying in the center, staying grounded. And so it's a bit of a challenge. There may be a delay in that. So Capricorn did get this card to Pisces, so it's interesting. They got it in the upright in the challenge position, and you got it reversed. So there is an issue here. If you have a Capricorn in your life, Pisces, and check your natal chart to see if maybe the person in your life has some Capricorn in their chart, you might find that it's a bit of a challenge to just sort of stay where you're at and not try and move forward too quickly, and just sort of let the relationship coalesce, and let it become more rich before you move forward. The next card to come up for you is the Two of Wands. Again, this is a great card. This has to do with decisions. This has to do with visioning, moving forward, maybe even making a physical move within your career, relationship, anything like that. So what you're going to want to do is make a plan. You are going to want to take a good look at where you're at in life in January 2017 and vision and decide exactly where you want to be, because this is a good time when you're in the middle, when you're balancing on that teeter-totter. That's a very good time for you to actually make decisions. And so that may feel like something of a challenge, but then again, it's a good thing for you to do, to challenge yourself, to go ahead and sit down and put your head to it and make a plan. And what if I, create some scenarios. If I were to go north, what would happen? If I were to go south, what would happen? If I took this business maybe over here, what would happen? But these are just plans. You're not going to make any moves right away within relationship, within career, within anything. You're going to stay right in the center. And if you find yourself veering off too far to the left or too far to the right, you're going to get back in the middle. Now, for some of you, this can mean that you had planned to move and you really were not able to move because something came unhinged, more or less, or the timing's wrong. And so there may not have been the chemistry that you needed to make this move, to go where you thought you wanted to go. And again, if you are a Pisces moon, this could very much relate to your love life, or a Pisces in Venus. You might find that you thought the timing was right, but it's more important to let things gel before you make a decision. But while all of that is going on, while that gelling is happening, you're challenged to vision, to look at the world and to decide if I were to do something and if I were to make a decision, which way would I go? Would I stay where I am, or would I move ahead? Would I take this offer? Would I accept this new job? Would I move toward this new relationship? So in one respect, Spirit's saying, do not make any major life-changing decisions at this point, big decisions, but at the same time, it's interesting because Spirit's saying you might need to make some more mundane decisions, and they may have to do with things at work or things that are just day-to-day, but not the big decisions. So interesting. See where this goes. Next card. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that comes up, Death reversed for you, and that means that change does actually need to happen. You're going to need to let go of some things that have been have expired. The expiration date is on the situation. Has been for quite some time, and unexpectedly you realize that these things need to go in order for you to really begin to create this gold that you need to create in your relationship or in your life. So the expiration date is there and the transformation is about to occur. Now often I call this card the butterfly card because it's the transformation card, and it's not necessarily death per se. It's death in terms of letting what has passed be put away, buried even. And sometimes we actually have to bury things in order to move forward. You know, maybe there's a situation in your life, a relationship in your life that's really gone. That's past, but maybe you need to have a ceremony for that relationship. Maybe it would help if you were to put some notes in a box and bury them, and really actually dig a little hole in the backyard and bury that box, because ritual oftentimes speaks to our lower primitive brain and lets us know that these things have actually passed, that they're gone, and that they're dead, more or less. And so then we can transform and we can move forward. The last card to come up for you that's interesting is the Two of Cups, and this is the card where you're seeing your partner eye to eye, and it's also what I like to call the Minor Arcana love card. It is a great card, Two of Cups. It did come up in the reverse, but that just tells me that you're trying to get your plans together. So you're in a situation where some change needs to occur, and you're not in the same, unfortunately, playing field as the other person. You're not even. And that could be getting on your nerves a little bit, or on their nerves. And so you have to find some common ground here with the person who you're trying to make a plan with. And that came up with that 2, and so that's in the challenge position. So getting on the same page and becoming transparent with the other person and letting them know exactly where you stand, and they let you know exactly where they stand. And this Temperance card coming up tells me that you need to be balanced as a couple. So the 2 of you keep each other in balance. And the best way to do that is to be transparent with each other, so that you understand what balance means to them and they understand what balance means to you. Now, last but not least, I want to speak to those who are looking for love. And this is a really good love reading, actually, because what we have is Spirit advising you to be patient and to not move forward too quickly, to not make decisions because you feel as if you need to push a situation forward, or you feel like the timing is there. So the best thing to do is allow this change to occur. Now, again, it will occur because mid-month you're unexpectedly getting this death card. And all that really means is that you are letting go of something that has needed to be let go of, or suddenly there's a big radical change in your life, and that big radical change will allow you to become more lighthearted, freer, not as heavy, and it's sort of like a load lifted off of you, and you can fly at this point. And when you get to that place, you're going to see that you might find different people meet your needs, not the same type of person. So there's something very interesting going on here for Pisces this month, in that there are decisions that need to be made on a more mundane level, and that could speak to those of us who are looking for love, and maybe we're just going on dates, and so that's okay. Go on dates. You don't have to make any decisions, but you do need to make the decision to go on the date. The big decisions, though, the altering, life-changing decisions, need to be put on hold, because you want to make sure that if you're entering into a relationship with someone, it can go somewhere. And that's what I see going on with this Temperance card in the middle. The middle ground is you want to make sure that they're not taking you too far to the right or left. You want to stay in the middle and stay balanced and maintain who you are. Because really, mid-month, some big radical change is going to occur, and that means that you're going to be able to let go of some past stuff, or something will happen that will alleviate you from the need to relive a situation over and over and over again. And that can be as simple as you've been in a relationship and you're still trolling their Facebook page, or you've been in a relationship and you think you've let it go, but then your girlfriend or your boyfriend says something and it all comes back. It's like, whew, it's not really gone. You thought you'd taken the trash out and the trash is following you back in. So anyway, all this stuff going on for Pisces. If you're in relationships, stay in the middle. Make sure you're transparent with your partner. Make sure that you guys understand what you're agreeing to. Communication needs to be clear. Decision making needs to be clear. And when we see this death card, some things might need to change within that relationship in order to get to the point where you both are on the same page. And so letting go of some stuff, some old ways of doing things, old habits, just things that needed to get taken out with the trash. Let some of that stuff go so that you can stay in the middle, the two of you. Again, staying in the middle means not partying too much, not becoming too couch potato-ish, not allowing yourself to live in any type of extremes, like you're working too much or you're not working enough. You got to stay in the middle, stay balanced, allow your angels to come and minister to you as well. That's what I'm hearing, Pisces, because your angels are there watching over you. And so acknowledge that and feel blessed. So that's it. And thank you for joining me. I'll be back in the month of February. In the meantime, please listen to your year-long reading. If you would like a reading, please go to myvirtualtarot.com. Order a reading. I could see here definitely a love reading, life path reading, or emergency reading. Send your questions to me at myvirtualtarot@gmail.com. I will be there to answer them. Love it. And also we'll be working on this tarot lesson coming up in January. I'll be teaching you guys the tarot. I'm still working it out. I thought December, but boy, there's a lot of homework that you guys are gonna, I shouldn't call it homework, it's fun work. And you can do it anywhere. So anyway, check the website for that. It'll be coming soon. Lots of love. Mwah.